Hello, everyone. I'm Rachel, and I welcome you all to Executive Corner Expert Talks. Today, I'm with Mark Wheeler, CEO at Stratiform. Now, Stratiform is a business consultancy and a leading Salesforce consultant in Melbourne. Here at Kalkine, we bring you industry leaders, successful business owners, market and equity advocates, all under one roof to help you discover the insights of the stock market and help you understand how you can create multiple passive income streams. Hello, Mark. It's great to speak with you today.
Good to speak to you.
First up then, could you explain a little bit more to us about what you do at Stratiform?
Well, like you stated, we're a Salesforce partner first and foremost. So we basically do Salesforce implementations, development, integrations, anything to do with that platform. Along with that, we also do website development, app development, and integrate different systems so businesses can have all their data at their fingertips.
Excellent. And how important do you think it is for companies to utilize customer relationship management software?
Well, nowadays, everything's so competitive. So to better engage with your clients, you need to have as much information at your fingertips as possible. So especially about them. So if you know their buying history, the notes from your last engagement, anytime your staff has communicated with them and past issues they might have had, all that information gives you the upper hand with engaging with them. And customers don't like repeating themselves. So if they've already told you something, you would know that because you have the CRM in front of you that has all that information in there. So the more customized it is to your business, the better it is for everybody, and the customer gets, a better engagement at the end.
Absolutely. Now, what do you think one should look for before finalizing a suitable customer relationship management software implementation partner? What can you offer that people want?
Well, it needs to be someone that understands business, not just your business, but business in general, and not just your industry. I find if somebody's an industry professional, they only know that industry, and you kind of get blinders on. You need to be able to know business all around, and then they need to get to know your business specifically, so they can understand your processes, your goals, and implement a CRM that's going to work for you and with you. So that somebody needs to understand both sides of business and technology. And to me, the number one thing is probably character, personality, somebody who has the same, values as you or your business.
Now, you mentioned earlier, Stratiform is also into offering website and app services and also training arrangements. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so we kind of through the fact that we do so many CRMs, we also, that being the centralized system, you have your website will feed leads into your Salesforce and all that. So we end up building websites and customizing those so they meet your needs as a client and also help drive those leads. So we end up doing web building, app development, and that comes from, again, leads are generated from apps, and your customers use apps that need to feed information into your CRM. So we do all of that. That way they don't have to keep finding different partners to pretty much do the same thing.
Businesses often have to adapt over time, particularly over the last few years we've seen with the pandemic. How do you strategize to cope with the changing needs of businesses?
We need to be of value to our clients. That's our number one thing. So as their needs change, we have to build systems that are going to grow with them. And we need to make sure we're presenting a value to our clients and we're their number one partner going forward. So needs change, leads come from different places. We've had businesses change completely what they do. We've had a lot of businesses that went from, of course, working in the office to working at home. And we had to move their whole team home, along with their IT department getting their hardware up. We had to make sure that everyone was ready to work in the cloud. And luckily Salesforce and everything we do is in the cloud. So as things change, we need to be there and work with them to make sure they get what they need.
And you mentioned competitiveness within business, and obviously the software and technology space is becoming increasingly competitive. How do you believe Stratiform is ahead of its competitors?
Well, we like to keep it down to earth. We're real people. We like to be face to face as much as possible. And again, if a client and Stratiform isn't seeing eye to eye in something, we definitely take the time to analyze that and see how we can do better. So we're not as much as we want to be ahead of the competition, we just want to be a long-term partner for our clients. And that way they don't go looking at the competition. They don't look at the bigger names. They want to stay with us, and hopefully we deliver what they're looking for.
Absolutely, makes complete sense. And talking about the long term, Mark, how do you see the anticipated growth of Stratiform over, say, the next 5 years?
Well, again, the working from home aspect is a big one. So we already do that. Like at Stratiform, our staff is all home-based. Everyone works from either mobile offices or from home. We've always worked that way. Our developers are happier, our staff is happier. The sales team doesn't, they don't have to report at 6 a.m. every morning. We do everything in the cloud. So we do feel that's going to become more of a way of life for other businesses. And just because it became easy for us to do doesn't mean everybody will have that same ease. So we tend to be doing that a lot. And over the next 5 years, I think we're going to be moving a lot of our clients from offices to more of a remote-based working. And with that, we're investing a lot more in our team to make sure that they can handle that. And same with our apps and who we partner with, like Zoom, Salesforce, things like that. We make sure we partner with the right software so all that works together.
Absolutely. I think you're exactly right. And it's such an exciting and fast forward moving space to be in. Thanks ever so much for your time today, Mark.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And with that, I will sign off for today, but watch this space for more. Till then, stay apprised and invest wise with Kalkine.